And we're back, here with a city update for January of 2024. Last time I've shown the city on my channel was right after I've put all of these tables up and rearranged my old layout in an obviously new fashion. I didn't really go much into detail in the last video, but now I have time for that in this city update. I want to talk about what I've placed and where I've placed it. And yeah, obviously it's very barren here and there, so there's a lot to do. But yeah, let's dive into details now. Starting right here where you enter the room, you are greeted by the Saint Brick Hospital. That's a mark that I've showcased on this channel before. What I've never come around to mention is that I have named all my streets and I have applied street signs to most lampposts here and there. And these are all alliterations like Stacker Street, Brick Boulevard, Creator Court and such. Every city needs a Brick Boulevard, right? That's street naming 101. Here's a modification of a creation I've seen online, but I have turned it into a school. A showcase of that will follow soon. Here's another set. This is not a mock, it's a contribution from the Bricklink Designer program. I have showcased this glass studio before on the channel. Also, you can find this skate park here. I have taken some inspiration from something I've seen online back in the day. I have scaled it down a bit because what I've seen, it was like a 48 by 48 base plate. But what I have added is this nice little sign here. Just do it. The latest entry to the city and what actually warrants the city update is the latest edition of the Natural History Museum, which I have put up just yesterday. It's just a magnificent set and it exceeded my expectations, really. You might notice something different is that I have put this one up for a Mills plate style of construction. I mentioned in another video that going forward I will use Mills plates because that opens up so many possibilities, especially if I want to go landscaping like with a beach and a forest, and those are mainly my plans. Also some road plans that I have mentioned before. With the Natural History Museum, I have come to notice why Lego doesn't really do mirrored buildings anymore. I think the last proper mirrored building they came up with was the fire brigade back in the day. Not to say that it was a bad experience constructing this, but it felt quite repetitive here and there. Overall, straight 10 out of 10. This modular is just amazing. Another thing that you're greeted by when you enter the room is my amusement park, or rather fairground. I've included all these massive fairground sets, except for the huge roller coaster, the latest loop coaster, and except for the carousel that came out a couple of years ago. It's a really massive thing, but I have this one. It's by the Lego Winter Village theme, and it's really everything I want. It's not really bulky. The other thing just takes up so much space. Also included here is this Hotshot Carnival stand. I think it's from the first line of Bricklink Designer program. What I also enjoy is whenever I have visitors here, which are mostly kids by friends or family members, they get these sets here and the Ferris wheel to play around with. They really enjoy that. Let's follow Lego Lane first. That's the street right here. You're greeted with this construction site here. It was once a contribution to Lego Ideas. I knew right from the get-go that it wouldn't ever be made into a real set like every modular contribution does. So I took it into my own hands to rebuild it from what I could see. Next to that is an official Lego City crane. That's the second tallest thing in my city, just a bit smaller than the freefall tower in the amusement park. Next to that we have the bookshop here, on just half of it. Next to that is my driving school. I have uploaded a showcase of that one as well. What I haven't uploaded a showcase of is one of my other modularized Lego City sets. There was a bike shop included in an older set. It was like City Center or City Square, that's what it was called. It's also another very, very old mark. So yeah, you have to keep that into consideration when you see this one. Still, I like it. I mean, I have hidden it quite a bit because, other recent marks and official Lego sets are just way better than this one. But expect a showcase of this one in the future as well. On the other end of Lego Lane, you can find these two beauties. That's Palace Cinema on the right, one of my favorite modulars of all time. And this building here, it was, I think, called Efficient Ships Shop. It was also created by Bricky Brick, a name you can frequently find on Lego Ideas for all his or their modular contributions. This was also one of his contributions. I also took it in my own hands to make it into my own because, yeah, it's always clear that a modular on Lego Ideas never makes it. The upper floors are empty for now, but I have purposely left some of my MOCs empty on the upper floors because that's really a nice thing to do when everything else is done, to fill the interiors here and there. This right here is Tile Track. You have this law firm here, another thing that I have uploaded a showcase of. Next to that is the official Lego police station. I've just converted this into an office building, meaning that everything is removed from it that makes it a police station. Next to that is the official Lego Fire Brigade. Over here is also a church. I didn't build this one myself. Back in the day, I traded some instructions with another enthusiastic Lego city builder. I gave him the instructions from a museum and he gave me the instructions to this church here. I just got on the table to give you a better look on the tile track here. On the left, that's where we have the Lego gas station. There's the pet shop. On the right here, that's where's my my travel agency. I've uploaded a showcase on that one on the channel as well. Right here, these instructions I have bought online a while ago by a MOC builder. Actually, it was a nice building, but I have changed it up a bit to make it seem like it's really old and run down, with boarded up windows and mold and water leakage. The roof is rubbish, because for me that's a criminal hideout. Let me show you what's behind. I actually had to remove the crane for this shot here. In the back of this building you can find this criminal and he's trying to crack open this safe. Also some more indications that it's really run down and not really taken care of by these old plants. Next to that is an alleyway that's also very run down, with a dumpster and also broken glass and old plants and such. Following tile track here, at the end of it you can find my pedestrian area, which is mostly unchanged from my previous layout. You have this ice cream truck here, which is from the Lego movie sets. These people are demonstrating here for peace in general. And at the end of this pedestrian area you have this kiosk here. Also some of the oldest sets are here, which is Market Street, the Green Grocer, and the Cafe Corner. Also, right here, because it fits a pedestrian area, is the Grand Emporium. Let's go along A4 Avenue next. You eventually end up at the city square here, which is a bus stop and a tiny recreational area with a fountain. That's in front of the official Lego Town Hall set. Next to that, I have a building that I have showcased before. That's an inverted corner building. You only see a tiny bit of it because the angle is inverted compared to what usual modular buildings are like. I would need another building like that to fill up these spots here, but as I've said before, this city is in development right now, and that's fine for me. This tiny little road here is called Creator Court. That's where you have a lot of my MOCs, some of my older MOCs in fact. Right here, this is taken from another picture online. I have turned it into a record store, which I've called the Rock and Roll Record Store. Here we have a public library. I mean, I don't think Lego will ever come out with a library in the modular line because they have this bookshop and they're kind of similar in what they are and what they can provide in terms of design. The sewing shop is taken from another contribution to Lego Ideas that I have turned into a modular building. The contribution wasn't really a modular building. I'm not really happy with this one anymore. I have started working on a redesign for this, but for now it fills the gap here and it's fine. Also on the upper floor there's a gay couple living, and did you know that you can make the gay pride flag with these Lego colors? I tried that out and it actually worked. Here on the corner you can also find the Boutique Hotel, another fantastic set. The other side of Creator Court here is mostly empty, as you can see. This spot will eventually be where I will build my public park featuring a botanical garden. A botanical garden was just announced as one of the 2024 sets from the Lego Idea line. I've made a community post about that. I'm super excited for that set. For now you can find here a playground, that's a Lego Friends set. I've said before, I'll say it again, these Friends sets are underrated, I like them so much. Next to that is just a single tree with some benches next to it. And another one of these first line of Bricklink Designer Program sets. This is for like public electric bikes, distribution and charging and such. Just a truck and this stand here, but still an amazing set. Here's a look at what will be and already is the longest street in my city, that's Brick Boulevard. Eventually it will extend all the way to the back of the table, featuring all these modulars just side by side. These are all official modulars, just makes for a really great backdrop, and it's finished off by this park here. I want to talk a bit more about that. I've just pulled the blinds against the reflecting sunlight here. Well, this park, while it is my wife's favorite part of my city, and I also kind of like it, I also don't like that it's really just a mix between a forest and a park. So for the future, what I have planned is to make both, actually, a proper park and a proper forest. The park, as I said, will be here in the middle of the city, featuring the Botanical Garden, and at the end of the table, I will eventually build a proper forest with real trees, each one as high as a proper modular building. As I said, this one, for now it's fine. I really like it for what it provides now, like this this barista stand here that's shaped like a mug. You can find creations like this online everywhere. That's just an amazing idea. This pond here is amazing, and this couple here with their picnic. For now this park is fine, but eventually it will be removed from my city. On the end of Brick Boulevard you can find these two buildings. One would be a modification of a set I've seen online and turned into my police station. That's why the other police station, the official one, is just turned into an office building, because I think this one is just far superior. Not yet showcased is this simple little mock here of a insurance agency here and a pharmacy here with a 3D sign from the legendary Robin Hood bricks here. Lastly, here's another angle into A4 Avenue with a bike shop here on the right and the travel agency, followed by the church and the Rock and Roll record store. At the end of A4 Avenue you can find the supermarket here. The parts here are mostly taken from the Lego Quick E-Mart set, the Simpsons set. I've mentioned before that I'm not including themes in my city, so I turned the parts of the set into my own here. And this was in fact the only building I've ever built without digital instructions first. Never doing that again, because I had to reorder all these parts, and I'm not capable of storing like thousands of individual single parts here, so I can build whatever I want when I want. So yeah, I'm building a digital design first. That's always what I will do. And that concludes the city tour. I hope you liked it. I mentioned in the introduction that there are some plans for the future, of which I will mention some right now. I'm currently back on the drawing board, meaning that I am designing a beach for my city, which will go to the far right corner of the city, and it will feature also the lighthouse, the Motorized Lighthouse, the seafood restaurant that is not an official Lego set, and also the old fishing store. I haven't been using Stad.io since I've built this one in early 2023, so it's not like riding a bicycle. I have to kind of learn all of that again. Also, you might have noticed that it's kind of ugly to look at these table legs here, so I will eventually get some curtains to cover these up. Not covered up will be, of course, where I will put my subway station here and also some sewer system here. Another demand by my wife is to kind of separate these tables to get access to our balcony, and I think there's a creative solution that makes both of us happy, where I will separate the tables around here, attach some wheels to the legs over here to kind of push this part back and forth to get access, but also not to separate the city. And this is something that is really possible because all of these boards, they are measured in a way that are never really off-grid in this 32 by 32 base plate style. That's really a nice advantage of the city and the way I've built it. Anyway, that concludes the city tour. As I've said, I hope to see you in the next video. I will try to stick to my upload schedule, where I will upload a video like every other Sunday until I run out of content, which will eventually happen. That's just the nature of things. I can't keep up with everything I've built over the last 10 years and the upload schedule of every other week. But yeah, I hope you will still stick around. Hope you like this one, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.